Good morning. Good morning and happy Labor Day to everybody out there. Um, Hope everybody is enjoying your day off. If you have the day off, um, welcome to the Sean Ferrell podcast. I am Sean Ferrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. Um, it is Suicide Prevention Month, and this week is actually Suicide Prevention Week as well. Um, so if you watched the last video that I made, in one of the videos I mentioned, no, suicide was Suicide Prevention Month. No, most of the videos that I'm going to do this month are going to be centered around that topic right there. And so suicidal thoughts aren't just I want to die. They're also I need a break from relieving trauma. There's no future I want to live in. No one cares if I'm alive. I feel trapped and need a way out. I need to escape from this cycle of negative thoughts. Life is pointless right now. Grief and loss. Sleep doesn't give me the relief I need from my suffering. So, people who have dealt with suicidal thoughts, people who are watching this, who have had thoughts of suicide, have attempted suicide, can relate to all of these in some kind of way. The ones that I can relate to the most are there is no future I want to live in. I made no point about it. No point about it. I make no secret about it. Excuse me. I made no secret about it that when I was younger, I wanted to put a gun to my head and just blow my brains out, okay? And my parents would come in and find me dead. And for those of you who watch my channel, I dreamed about it. I wrote a suicide note saying, you wanted me out of the house, now I am. So, there was no future I wanted to live in. I felt trapped and need a way out, which kind of coincides with there is no future I want to live in. Again, I wanted to blow my brains out. Wrote a note to my mom, to my parents. You wanted me out of the house. Now I'm out of the house. I feel trapped and need a way out. No one cares if I'm alive. And when you're young, and when you have no friends, when you have nobody around you to tell you or ask you, hey, how's everything going? How is life? Are you doing okay? Are you really okay? When you have nobody to give you at least some positive reinforcement, you start to believe it, that no one cares if I'm alive. And I believed it. I believed it for quite a bit. Family, mom, dad, grandma, aunties, uncles, niece, nephew. No one cares if I'm alive, and I certainly believed that um, that the people in my world would just go on with their lives because I generally felt that they would not care if I'm gone. Um, but as you get it better, as you start to heal, yeah, they would be devastated if you were gone. I need an escape from this cycle of negative thoughts, depression, just depression telling you you're nothing. Um, she doesn't love you. Um, you're nothing, and you always will be nothing. Um, you won't get that a job. You know, you're going to fail if you try this, this, and this. Um, life is pointless now. Grief and loss, that can be anything from job loss to financial loss, um, human loss, which coincides with grief. Um, you know, human loss, financial, job loss, relationships ending, can trigger suicidal thoughts as well. Um, there was a time back where in the early 2010s, there was a small period where I thought someone who liked me. This was back in the early 2010s, where I thought a lady who I liked very much necessarily didn't feel the same way about me. And and she had asked me, did she hurt my feelings? And I said no. And she asked me again, are you sure? I said no, but privately, deep down, just a wee bit, hurt. No, just a wee bit hurt, just a wee bit, followed by, you know, a small cycle of negative thoughts, very small thoughts of ending my life. That was private, though. That's what I thought to myself privately. But I quickly rebounded from that situation, and so yeah, some of the warning signs of suicide, talking about wanting to die or kill oneself, looking for a way to kill oneself, feeling hopeless, trapped, feeling like you are dealing with unbearable pain, being a burden to others, talking about being a burden to others, increased use of alcohol or drugs, acting anxious, reckless, agitated, sleeping too much or sleeping too little, feeling withdrawn, feeling of isolation, rage, seeking revenge, extreme mood swings. A couple of things that I will add on to that. Prized possessions, giving away prized possessions. Um, One of the most dangerous warning signs. I talked about this in one of my previous videos. One of the dangerous warning signs is sudden relief, a sudden improvement in mood. No, that's the most dangerous warning sign of all, because that probably means they're likely going to go through with it. So, again, that's the most dangerous warning sign to look for. Some of the risk factors: mental disorders, depression, untreated depression, undertreated depression, schizophrenia, anxiety disorders, alcohol or substance abuse, hopelessness, impulsive or aggressive tendencies, history of trauma or abuse, major physical or chronic illnesses, previous suicide attempt, family history of suicide, recent job loss, recent loss of relationship, easy access to lethal means, lack of social support, sense of isolation, stigma associated with asking for help, lack of health care, mental health, substance abuse treatment, cultural and religious beliefs, exposure to others that have died by suicide. There are a few on this list that you all can probably relate to. I can relate to. Previous suicide attempt. No, I make no whole secret about it. I'm at risk for suicide every day. Yeah, I'm at risk for suicide every day. As someone who tried to end their life by suicide, I'm at risk for suicide every day. As someone who's dreamed about it. Let's see. I think that may be the only one out of all the risk factors. Well, mental disorders, yeah. Mental disorders would be he too, okay. Previous suicide attempt, and in my high case, previous suicide attempt, anxiety. When I was younger, untreated depression. But again, those of you who all are watching this, you all can relate to all of these risk factors, all of the warning signs, all of the suicidal thoughts aren't just I want him to die. They're also this, and this that I just read. Let me go over those one more time. I need a break from relieving trauma. There is no future I want to live in. No one cares if I'm alive. I feel trapped and need a way out. I need an escape from this cycle of negative thoughts. Life is pointless now. Grief and loss. Sleep doesn't give me the relief I need from my suffering. So, I can relate to some of those. People who are watching out there, you can relate to some of those. So, again, this Suicide Prevention Month, Suicide Prevention Week, September 4th through the 10th. And so let's get the word out. Let's talk about suicide. Let's have a conversation. Let's end this stigma surrounding um, suicide, getting help for thoughts of suicide. So let's crush this stigma. Let's this stigma that's around not just suicide but mental health in general. So let's crush it. Speaking of crushing it, I'm about to crush my way out of here. I've said all I wanted to say. So I will see you all this weekend. It's Monday, but it feels like Sunday 1A though. Anyway, but I will see you all this weekend. Peace, y'all.